Hello there, my beautiful Scorpio signs. This is Rachel with Dark Knight Coaching. So today's video is a love reading. So for those of you that are drawn here by the title, it was, I believe, the Donna Lewis song called I Love You Always Forever. That was the song I meditated to before I got connected with your energy. And it was very much so aligned with the cards and what they have to say today. So this is going to be probably a pretty short, quick, sweet reading because there's a lot of positivity coming your way, Scorpio. I do feel like the time is turning, the time is changing, things are progressing. There's a lot of love in your life because you have the Four of Wands here in the Celtic cross spread that I pulled for you. So I usually pull about 10 cards just to tap into your energy and see what's going on. And this is a cool, great card for love. This is a engagement card. This is a card of commitment long term. This is a card of harmony and peace and balance. This is also a very great card for celebration. So this is a lovely energy I have, and I just saw 111 on the recording clock, and it's also like 111 when I'm recording this, so that might be a significant number for you, or it might be a date possibly for a marriage or a proposal or something of that nature, because I do get a lot of interesting marital vibes. Now, for those of you that are feminine and you're watching this video, the challenge that you're having here is Queen of Wands. This is an energy, a card of like independent, fiery nature. So like maybe you've been content being on your own for a while, or you weren't really ready to commit to somebody, but I do feel like it's shifting. Your mindset is changing because you're not so much in this hyper independent mode. You're moving out of that and transitioning into something that's going to bring you a lot of peace, a lot of harmony, a lot of balance, a lot of reciprocity. And I do feel like that's a huge shift for you from what you're maybe accustomed to. Now, in your subconscious energy, Scorpio, I have the Empress. This is a lovely card of divine feminine energy. So you're really tapping into this on a subconscious level. You're learning how to kind of let go and release control. If you're like a type A personality like me, where you're used to like doing everything, I do feel like you're relinquishing that, and it's causing great progress in your future here, and it's building a really stable foundation for you because you have the 10 of Pentacles here in your basis, your foundation, and that's a really great card to have in your foundation because this is not only legacy, this is fulfillment, this is just longevity in a nutshell. It's just a great card for happiness and for the future and for like the white picket fence type of situation. And maybe you're not like a trad wife or whatever. I do feel like you're an independent person and you have a life of your own, which is what you need to do in a relationship in order to have a happy balance. But I do feel like it's a very positive energy because the world is in your past, which to me means that you've closed out a lot of karmic cycles. We with the retrograde that's happening here, Pluto did something. I forget what it was. I can't remember for whatever reason right now, but Pluto is significant because we're closing out a cycle. We closed out a cycle of the last year and a half, and that's really closing right now. So anything that's been happening for you in the last year and a half, you're shifting out of that. Scorpios especially. It's just very significant for you, and you're moving forward because you have the Wheel of Fortune in your general energy. This is lovely. This is progress. This is the wheel is turning, time is turning, things are moving because you've learned these lessons. And in your like near future, you have justice. So there is karma cleansing, there's karma clearing, there's karmic balance coming into play here. So everything that you've done, if you've been doing things even on like the tiniest level, just for like self-love, self-care, self-worth, all of those sort of introspective shadow work type aspects, Scorpio, it's definitely paying off because you have what's in your power in the situation and you have the Lover's card. Wonderful Gemini energy. Lovely energy. This is all about just having a solid foundation of love. Maybe in the past you've been really leaning into limerence or codependency and those sorts of things, and you've kind of confused that with love, but I do feel like you're shifting out of this mindset. Now, how do people see you? They see you as healing. They see you as resting and as recovering. This is the Four of Swords energy, which is a great card. You, in your hopes and fears, you have the High Priestess, which to me, this is just a card that says like you're tapped in. You're intuitively guided. Your crown chakra is probably open. Your third eye is open. Maybe you have a lot of access to your paranormal abilities or supernatural abilities, your psychic abilities, your claircognizance, clairvoyance, those sorts of things. If you're not sure what those are, make sure you check out my video on clairs. And make sure you check out my video on chakras if you want to have access to those types of abilities, because that can be helpful when you're on this journey. Now, the outcome here is the 9 of Pentacles. Now, typically I see this as like a single independent energy, but this is not the vibe that I'm getting for you, Scorpio. I get like happy relationship, but also like have a life of your own, have a mind of your own, have things of your own. Because if you can't be happy by yourself when you're in this independent, fiery mode, you cannot be happy with somebody else. Because if you start to lean into somebody else for everything, it becomes codependent, and that's toxic. And I don't feel like you're doing that. I feel like you're moving out of that energy, and it's just a positive, lovely reading for you overall. So lots of good vibes. Now I'm going to pull a bunch of oracle cards. So if you're interested in what the oracle cards have to say, or the other added messages and things that I get from Spirit, please hang in there. If that's all you wanted to see was just the tarot, then that is done. So thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this. Make sure you smash that like button because it helps my channel grow, and I greatly appreciate it. If you're interested in a one-on-one coaching session, I can do that. Just feel free to reach out. You can go to my website and book there, or you can DM me, email me, send me a message. But if you're interested in a personalized tarot reading, I can do that for you as well. Now, okay. Spirit really wants you to throw yourself into your work and your passions, whatever it is your soul mission is, your soul purpose is here, Scorpio. Maybe it's something even just motherly because of this Empress energy. And the celebration could also be fertility, or you're expecting a baby or something along those lines. So it doesn't necessarily have to be marital commitment or anything like that. But usually when you have a baby, you're pretty committed to that person for quite some time. Unless you're using a sperm bank or whatever. So that might be significant for someone there. And I do feel like, wow, okay, you have wolf twice. You definitely are used to being a lone wolf, because you have wolf in this card, and then you have the animal card, but this to me looks like the eye of a wolf or some sort of husky, because it's like blue-eyed. But blue eyes might be significant, because in the song, it talks about blue eyes in that Donna Lewis song. So you might want to go check out those lyrics. But you have the animal, which to me is about adaptability, shifting, changing. And then the wolf card, it says emphasize a deep connection with your intuition and your instincts. And that's just tapping into your higher self, your intuition, which you already are divinely guided. So there's a lot of good stuff there. Now you also have I add value to the world, which I do think Spirit is trying to guide you towards whatever it is your soul purpose is, your soul mission. Again, that could just be being motherly, teaching, being a caretaker, a caregiver of some sort, because you also have the service card. This is tied to your sacral chakra, which is kind of like your pleasure center, your fun zone, So that might be something you need to work on, but it's also kind of like the thing that ignites you, that sparks you, your passion projects, your creativity. Maybe it's volunteer work. Maybe it's, some helping people in hospice or a nursing home or something along those lines could be very shifting for you. Now you also have responsibility from the Power of Love deck. It says you are aware of the power of your thoughts and the amount of love that you express, which I do feel like you are very tapped in because of that Empress energy and the High Priestess energy both. It's like your feminine side is very much so in alignment. Now I have 2 more cards for you, and then I'm going to wrap this up. This is kind of a fast reading today, but it's a short and sweet message, so hopefully there's everything you need to hear there. Now you also have the Pisces, new moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate. So meditation, binaural beats, solfeggio frequencies, anything that gets you into like the zone. Usually that's something that you're doing that's creative. So most artists, when they're painting or something like that, then they really get into this flow. And that's when you get into this higher brainwave state, this higher frequency, this really tapped in vibe where you can really connect with Spirit and your guides and your angels without even really realizing what's happening. Ooh, yeah, a lot of you are definitely in a coupling or some sort of relationship that's very serious, because you have number 44 coupling. The woman is powerful. Do not take this woman. Coupling means meeting, and the powerful woman represents someone or something with a profound and mysterious power to attract you, re-energize you, and change everything. Do not try to control this energy, because you can't. You must continue on as before and resist the change entirely, or allow your life to be transformed by the encounter. What would be an adequate response to this new energy, and how far could this change go, and how far will you let it go? So again, I just feel like this is Spirit's guidance to you to not compromise yourself here with this Queen of Wands energy. Like, don't give away parts of yourself that you enjoy when you're single or on your own or living by yourself. Make sure you're very cognizant and aware of what you are doing and why, what your motivation, what your intention is, and make sure you're being true to yourself with whatever responsibilities you have in your wheelhouse, because they're very important. And don't lose track of yourself just to please someone else, because in the end it just makes you both kind of lose. So wow, okay, that's the message I have for you, Scorpio. Hopefully this helped. Again, if it did, please smash that like button. It helps my channel grow, and I greatly appreciate it. And I will see you next time.